Hello, hello, hello! Welcome back, beautiful people!
Hey everyone, so happy you are here with us today.
Zubie, can I say something? I woke up this morning and already I was overthinking. Should I wear the blue shirt or the green shirt? Should I have tea or coffee? And then, should I even get out of bed?
Zubie, that is very relatable. And that, my friend, is exactly what we are talking about today.
Yes! But before we get into it, if you are new here, welcome to the Slow English Podcast. We talk about real-life topics in simple, slow English, just for you.
And if you have been with us before, welcome back. We love having you here.
Okay, quick thing before we start. If you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe. It really helps us make more episodes.
Yes, and share this with one friend, especially a friend who overthinks. She probably needs this episode more than anyone.
Right? Send it to that one friend who sends you 10 voice messages about one problem. You know who I'm talking about.
We love her, but yes, share, like, and let us get started.
Okay, Leo, today's topic. Are you ready?
I am ready. Tell 'em.
Today we are talking about why women overthink, and more importantly, how to find peace of mind.
This is such an important topic.
So important, because many women, students, working women, housewives, mothers, they feel like their brain never stops. Like there's always a voice inside saying, did I say the right thing? Did I do enough? What will people think?
Exactly, and that voice is exhausting. Exhausting means it makes you very tired, even when you have not done any physical work.
Exhausting. Yes, that is the perfect word. You go to bed tired, but your brain is still running, like a phone with 50 apps open.
That is a very good comparison, Zubie.
Thank you. I thought of it at 2 in the morning, while overthinking.
But here's what I want to say. If you overthink, it does not mean something is wrong with you. It actually means you care. You are thoughtful. You feel things deeply.
Oh, I like that, Leo. So we're not broken. We're just very caring people whose brains need a little help to slow down.
Exactly. And today we will help with that. We will talk about why this happens, what it feels like, and most importantly, how to feel more calm and peaceful.
So if you are ready, let us go. First question, Leo. Very simple. What even is overthinking?
Good question. So overthinking means your brain keeps thinking about the same thing again and again in a loop, like a song that is stuck in your head. But instead of a nice song, it's a worry.
Oh, yes, a worry loop. I know that feeling very well.
And the thing is, a little bit of thinking is good. It helps us make decisions. But too much thinking, that becomes a problem.
So what is the difference? How do you know when thinking becomes overthinking?
Let me think. I think the difference is useful thinking moves forward. It helps you solve something. But overthinking goes in circles. You think the same thoughts, but you get no answer. You just feel more anxious.
Anxious. That is a very important word here. Anxious means you feel worried and nervous, like something bad might happen.
Anxious, yes. And with overthinking, you often feel anxious even when nothing bad is actually happening.
Okay, so let me share a personal example. Last week, I sent a message to a friend. She did not reply for 2 hours. And in those 2 hours, my brain said, is she angry at me? Did I say something wrong? Maybe she doesn't like me anymore. Oh no, what did I do?
And then she replied and said,
She said, sorry, I was cooking. That's it, just cooking.
Yes, that is overthinking in a very clear example. The situation was simple, but the brain made it very big and very scary.
Exactly. So, Leo, here's my next question. Why do women overthink more? Is it actually true that women overthink more?
This is a very good question. Research, and by research I mean scientists who study the brain, they say yes, women do tend to overthink more than men. not because women are weak, but because of how the brain is built.
Oh, interesting. Tell me more.
So, women's brains are very connected between the left side and the right side. This means women feel emotions very strongly and they think deeply at the same time. That's actually a superpower, but it also means the brain keeps going, keeps processing, keeps worrying.
Superpower. I love that word. Our brain is a superpower that sometimes gets a little out of control.
Exactly. And there is also something called social pressure. Women are often taught from childhood, be careful, be nice, think about others, don't make mistakes. So, naturally, the brain is always checking. Am I doing enough? Am I good enough?
Ooh, that's deep, Leo. Social pressure means the pressure that comes from society, from people around you, from what others expect.
Right. And when you grow up with that pressure every day, your brain learns to always be on alert, always watching, always checking.
Always checking, yes, like a security camera that never turns off.
That is exactly right.
Okay, so the brain is always on, always alert. Now, what does overthinking actually do to a woman's body and life? Like, what are the real effects?
This is where it gets serious, because overthinking is not just in the head, it affects the whole body.
Really? The whole body?
Yes, when you overthink, your body thinks there's danger, so it releases stress hormones. And those hormones cause headaches, tight muscles, poor sleep, stomach problems.
Stomach problems? I thought that was just my bad cooking.
Maybe a little of both, Zubie. But seriously, have you ever had a headache from worrying too much?
Oh, every Sunday evening thinking about Monday.
Yes, that is a very common example. The thinking creates physical pain. And over time, if it doesn't stop, it can lead to something called anxiety disorders, which means the worry becomes a medical condition.
So it's not just, oh, she's being sensitive. It's a real thing that affects real health.
Exactly. And that's why we need to take it seriously, not dismiss it, not say, just stop thinking. That doesn't help.
Right, just stop thinking. If that worked, we'd all be fine.
Exactly.
Okay, Leo, so we've talked about what overthinking is, why women do it, and what it does to the body. Let's now talk about the most common triggers. What are the things that make women start overthinking?
Oh, there are so many, but let me share the top ones. First, relationships. Any relationship, friendship, marriage, family, work. Women often overthink what they said, what others said, and what it all means.
Oh, yes, relationship overthinking is a special kind of torture.
It really is. Second, mistakes. Women tend to replay their mistakes many times. They remember exactly what went wrong and they keep going back to it.
I do this. Like, I said something awkward at a party 3 years ago, and I still think about it sometimes.
3 years, Zubie?
Maybe 5, but who's counting?
And third, the future. Women often worry about things that haven't happened yet. What if this goes wrong? What if I fail? What if they don't like me?
What if, what if, what if? The two most exhausting words in the English language.
Very true. And what if thinking is dangerous because there's no answer. The future has not happened, so the brain just keeps spinning with no solution.
Spinning. I like that word. The brain is spinning, going round and round with no stop.
Exactly. And one more trigger I want to add, comparison. Especially now with social media. Women look at other women's lives and think, she looks so happy, she is so successful, why am I not like her?
Oh, this one really hits. I open Instagram and suddenly I feel like I'm failing at everything.
And that's not real life, that's a highlight reel. Highlight reel means the best moments, the most beautiful moments, not the normal everyday moments.
Highlight reel. Yes, nobody posts their messy kitchen at midnight.
Nobody.
Okay, so we've got relationships, mistakes, the future, and comparison as the big triggers. Let me ask you something more personal, Leo. Do you ever overthink?
Honestly, yes, but I think I overthink differently.
Oh, interesting. How?
I tend to overthink about decisions, like should I change this, should I do that differently? I go back and analyze every choice I made, not so much about feelings, but about actions.
Oh, so for me, it's feelings. What did they mean? What did they think of me? And for you, it's decisions. Did I make the right choice?
Yes, exactly. Same overthinking, different flavor.
Different flavor. I love that. Overthinking comes in many flavors, but they all give you a stomachache.
Exactly.
Okay, coming up next, we're going to talk about practical ways to actually stop overthinking and find peace. But first, if you are listening and you feel like this episode is speaking directly to your heart, please share it. Send it to someone who needs it, because peace of mind is something every woman deserves.
And we would love to know, do you overthink? Leave a comment and tell us.
Okay, so step one is awareness, noticing the thought. What is step two?
Step 2 is ask yourself one question. Is this thought helpful right now?
Helpful. Simple question.
Yes, not is this thought true, because sometimes worries can be true, but is it helpful right now? Is thinking about this right now helping me do anything?
Oh, that is actually a very smart filter, because most of the time the answer is no, it is not helpful right now.
Exactly. If you are lying in bed at midnight worrying about something that will happen next week, is that helpful?
No, because I cannot solve it at midnight in my bed.
Right. So you can tell your brain, I hear you. We will think about this tomorrow at a good time, but not now.
You schedule the worry. I love this.
Yes, some people actually do this. They have a worry time. 15 minutes in the afternoon, they allow themselves to worry. And outside that time, if a worry comes, they say, not now, I will think about you at worry time.
This sounds so strange, but I feel like it would actually work.
It actually does work because the brain feels heard. You are not ignoring the worry, you are just giving it a proper time and place.
Okay, let me give my example. I used to lie awake worrying about what to cook for the whole week, every Sunday night, losing sleep over chicken and vegetables.
Chicken and vegetables, very serious problems.
Very serious. But now what I do is Sunday morning, I sit for 10 minutes with tea and I plan. And then the brain is quiet because it already did its job.
That is a perfect example, Zubie. You gave the worry a proper home, a time, a place, and then you moved on.
Exactly. Give the worry a home. I like that. Okay, Leo, what about the deeper worries? Not about cooking, but about relationships, about what people think.
Let me think. This one is harder because relationship worries often come from something called a need for validation.
Validation. What does that mean?
Validation means you need other people to tell you that you are okay, that you did the right thing, that they still like you. And when they don't say it, the brain panics.
Oh, yes. Waiting for someone to say you're good. And when they don't say it, you think the worst.
Exactly. And the tool here is learning to validate yourself, to say to yourself, I did my best, that was enough.
Validate yourself. That sounds easy to say and hard to do.
Very hard at first, but it's a practice, like exercise. Your self-validation muscle, it grows with use.
Self-validation muscle. Okay, I need to work on that muscle. It is very weak right now.
We can train it together.
Leo, can I share something that helped me? Because I used to wait so much for people to say, good job, Zubie, and I realized I was giving other people the power to decide how I feel about myself.
Oh, that is a very powerful thing to say. You gave others the power over your peace.
Yes, and when I stopped waiting, I started feeling calmer. Not perfect, but calmer.
That is growth, real growth.
Okay, let us talk about one very common situation a woman overthinks after a conversation. Like, she said something, the conversation ended, and now she cannot stop replaying it. what do you do in that moment?
Yes, this is called post-conversation anxiety. Anxiety that comes after a conversation ends.
Post-conversation anxiety. I feel seen just hearing those words.
So in this moment, the first thing is remind yourself of the facts, not the interpretations, not what you think they meant, the actual facts.
Facts versus interpretations. Give me an example.
Okay, so fact, your friend left your message on read. Interpretation, she hates you and is planning to never speak to you again.
Yes, the interpretation always goes to the worst place immediately.
Always. So come back to the fact, she did not reply. That is the only fact. Everything else is a story my brain created.
My brain created a whole dramatic story with characters and plot twists.
And it did it in 3 minutes.
Okay, so facts versus stories. I love this. And what else?
Another tool, and this is one of my personal favorites, is the body scan. When you catch yourself overthinking, stop and check your body.
Check your body? Like what?
Yes, take a breath and ask, where is the tension? Is my chest tight? Is my shoulders up? Is my jaw clenched?
Oh, my shoulders are always up near my ears when I'm stressed.
Exactly. And when you notice that, you can soften it. Drop your shoulders, take one long breath, because the body and the brain are connected. When the body calms down, the brain starts to follow.
The body leads the brain. I never thought of it that way. I always thought the brain controls everything.
The brain is very powerful, but the body is a doorway back to calm.
Doorway. Beautiful. Okay, I want to talk about one more really important tool before we get to our tips, and this one is nature and movement. Because I think we forget how much the body needs to move when the brain is too full.
Yes, this is so important. When you overthink, the thoughts are like energy with nowhere to go. They keep circling. But when you move your body, you give that energy somewhere to go.
So movement releases the stuck energy.
Exactly. Even a 10-minute walk, even dancing in your kitchen, even stretching in the morning, something that brings you back into your body, out of your head.
I started taking a short walk every evening, just 15 minutes, and I noticed, after the walk, my head is clearer, like someone opened a window in my brain.
Opened a window. I love that. Fresh air in the mind.
Fresh air in the mind. Because we air out our rooms when they feel stuffy, we should do the same for our thoughts.
Exactly. And for me, I journal. When my thoughts are too many, I write them down. And something magical happens. When the thought is on paper, it leaves the brain.
Oh, like downloading thoughts from your head onto paper.
Download. Yes, the brain no longer has to hold it. It's safe on the paper.
This is a really good tip. Does anyone listening journal? Let us know in the comments. Write, I journal, or I want to try journaling. We want to know.
And you don't need to write perfectly. Nobody will read it. Just words, feelings, whatever comes out.
No perfect sentences, no editing, just truth on paper.
Just truth. That's healing.
Okay, let us now talk about one situation that I think many women experience and never talk about openly. The overthinking that happens after doing something kind for someone, and then they don't say thank you.
Oh yes, this one is very real.
You cooked, you helped, you gave, and they just nothing. No acknowledgement. And then you start thinking, did I do something wrong? Why didn't they say anything? Maybe they didn't appreciate it. Maybe I'm too much. Maybe I should stop helping.
And you punish yourself, not them.
Exactly. I punish myself for their silence.
The tool here is detachment from the outcome. You give because it's your nature to give, not because you will receive a specific reaction.
Detachment from the outcome. That is hard when you care.
Very hard, but very freeing. When you give freely without expecting a specific response, you protect your peace.
Protect your peace. Say that again.
Give freely and protect your peace.
Protect your peace. Everyone repeat that quietly. Protect your peace. Okay, we are going to go into our practical templates and then our situation-based tips right after this. But first, Leo, I want to ask you, what surprised you most about overthinking when you started learning about it?
That surprised me. I think the fact that overthinking is actually a form of caring. And when I understood that, I stopped seeing it as a flaw. I started seeing it as a gift that needs direction.
A gift that needs direction. I did not expect that answer.
Did that surprise you?
It really did, because I always thought of overthinking as my enemy. But you're saying it means I care. It means I feel deeply, and I just need to learn to guide it better.
Exactly. You don't need to erase the caring, you just need to teach the caring where to go.
Teach the caring where to go. Okay, everyone write that one down too. Okay, friends, let us give you 2 model sentences. These are templates you can use in real life. Simple sentences you can copy and say to yourself or to someone you trust.
Yes, very simple, very useful.
Template 1. When you catch yourself overthinking, you can say this to yourself. I notice I am worrying. This thought is not helping me right now. I will come back to it later. That is it. 3 short sentences. Notice, name, postpone.
Beautiful. And my version, also simple. When you feel overwhelmed by thoughts, you can say, I have done my best. I am enough. I choose peace right now. Not I am perfect, just I am enough, and I choose peace.
I am enough. I choose peace. Can we make that a t-shirt?
Let us put it on a mug.
A mug and a t-shirt. Okay, now let us talk about real-life situations, because the same overthinking can look different depending on where you are in life.
Good. Let's do 3 situations.
Situation 1. If you are a student, you have an exam coming, or you gave a presentation in class, and now you cannot stop thinking about what you said wrong.
In this situation, the best tool is redirect your energy to action. Ask yourself, is there something I can still do to prepare better? If yes, do that one thing. If no, then close the chapter. The exam is done. You cannot redo it. Your job now is to rest and let your brain recover.
And here's a sentence for students. I prepared as well as I could. The result is on its way. I release control.
Release control. That's the key for students.
Situation 2. If you are a working woman, you said something in a meeting or you made a small mistake at work, and now you are replaying it on the drive home, at dinner, before bed.
This one is very common, and the tool here is separate your work self from your home self. When you physically leave the office or close your laptop, have a small ritual that signals the end of work time.
A ritual.
Yes, change your clothes when you come home. Make tea. Take 5 deep breaths. Something that tells the brain work time is over, home time begins.
Oh, I like this, because the brain needs a clear signal. Otherwise, it thinks we are still at work.
Exactly. And your home is for rest and love, not for replaying meeting mistakes.
And the sentence for working women. I gave my effort at work today. Home is my safe place. I leave work at the door.
I leave work at the door. Good one.
Situation 3, and I think this is one many housewives will feel. You do so much every day. Cooking, cleaning, taking care of children, taking care of everyone. And at night, you lie down and think, did I do enough? Was it good enough? Am I enough?
This one is very close to my heart, actually, because I think housewives are some of the hardest working people in the world, and also some of the most invisible.
Invisible? What a true and sad word.
Nobody gives them a performance review. Nobody says, "Great job today." So they start to wonder if they matter.
And the brain fills that silence with doubt.
Yes. So the tool here, and it sounds small, but it is powerful, is a self-acknowledgement practice. Every night before you sleep, say 3 things you did today. Not big things, small things.
Like, I made breakfast, I listened to my child, I kept the house peaceful.
Yes, those things are real. Those things matter. Your brain needs to hear them from you, not from someone else.
And the sentence for housewives, I see my own work, I honor my own effort, I matter.
I see my own work. That is beautiful, Zubie.
Thank you, it came from my heart. Okay, I want to say something now to everyone listening, and Leo, help me here. Because I know that some of you are listening and thinking, this all sounds nice, but I've been overthinking my whole life. It's not easy to just stop.
And you're right, it's not easy. Nobody is saying it's easy.
This topic can feel scary. It can feel like I'm broken, I'm too sensitive, I'm too much, too emotional, too worried.
And I want to say very directly, you are not broken. You are not too much.
The world told you to be quiet, to be calm, to not feel so deeply. And you felt deeply anyway, because that's who you are.
And that depth, that feeling, that is not a problem. It's actually a gift.
The gift just needs direction, like we said earlier. And today, you started giving it direction by listening, by learning, by choosing to understand yourself better.
That is already a brave act.
Just listening to this episode, that's a brave act. You said, I want to understand myself. I want to feel better. That's courage.
So don't be afraid of this part of yourself. Don't hate your worried brain. It's trying to protect you. It just needs to learn you are safe. You are okay. You don't need to be afraid.
You are safe. You are okay. And peace is not something far away. Peace is something you build, one small thought at a time.
One thought at a time.
Okay, before we wrap up, let's do our little recap. But Leo, tell me something you learned about me today in this episode.
About you, Zubie? Okay, I learned that you've been overthinking for at least 5 years about a party conversation.
At least 5 years.
But seriously, I learned that you've actually done a lot of work on yourself. You noticed your patterns, you changed small things, the evening walk, the worry planning. These are not small things. They show real growth.
Oh, Leo, that actually means a lot. Thank you.
And I learned that your humor is your way of being honest about pain. When you make a joke about Sunday night worrying, there's real feeling underneath it.
Yes, there is. Okay, now, what did I learn about you? I learned that Leo also overthinks, but in a quieter way. You analyze decisions, you replay choices, you just do it more silently.
Yes, I'm a quiet overthinker.
And I learned that your calm is not because you don't feel things, it's because you've trained yourself to feel them without being controlled by them.
I didn't think about it that way. But yes, that is true.
So both of us, same challenge, different style, different tools, but both learning to find peace.
And that's the whole point today. No matter who you are, where you are in life, you can find more peace. Not perfect peace, but more.
More peace is enough.
More peace is enough.
Okay, wonderful people, we're getting close to the end, and I just want to say we are so grateful you spent this time with us.
Really, it means so much to us.
Now, a few things before you go. Number 1, please subscribe to this podcast if you haven't already. New episodes come regularly and you don't want to miss them.
Number 2, if this episode helped you, please hit the like button. It tells us that you want more content like this.
Number 3, share this episode with someone who needs it. Maybe a friend, a sister, your mother, a coworker.
If you know a woman who overthinks and struggles to find peace, send this to her, because sharing is one of the kindest things you can do.
And number 4, leave us a comment. We have a very specific question for you today. In the comments, write this: the one thing I will do this week for my peace of mind is blank. Fill in the blank. One small thing. Maybe it's a walk, maybe it's 10 minutes of quiet tea, maybe it's saying, I am enough before bed.
Whatever it is, write it. Say it out loud. Make it real. And we promise we read every single comment. Every one.
We would love to hear from you.
We really would. Okay, final words. And Leo, you go first this time.
Okay, here's what I want you to remember today. You are not your worried thoughts. You are the one who notices them. And that one step, noticing, is where peace begins.
And for me, I want you to know this. You are not too much. You are exactly the right amount. Your brain is working hard because your heart cares, and that caring is beautiful.
Keep going.
Keep growing.
And keep being gentle with yourself.
That's the most important one. Be gentle with yourself, my friend.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Until then, I'm Zubie.
I'm Leo.
And we're the Slow English Podcast. Take care of your mind. It's the only one you have.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Stay peaceful.